teacher, you can accompany the students to have a chat, like answering their questions.
Yeah.
But I think the signal is not really good here, so you can do your best. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Are your
Okay.
students ready now? Can they hear
Yes,
me if I
they're
speak?
ready. I think they're ready.
Can I?
Can you hear? Can
Yeah.
you hear?
Where are
Bisa
they?
dengar? Saya. Okay, you may say
Okay.
hello to them. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Mr. Abdul Wafi, can I see your students? I want to see them. Oh yeah. Okay, good morning, guys. Good afternoon. Sorry, it's good afternoon in Indonesia. Good to hear you. I'm so glad to meet you guys. I'm so happy to be a guest speaker in your classroom for the first, or no, for the second time in Indonesian schools. I have once been hosted by a teacher in Indonesia. It was such a very, very amazing session with her students. I am Asma Mustafa. I am a teacher of English from Palestine. Do you know Palestine? Guys, do you know Palestine? Yeah. Okay. Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me what do you know about Palestine? When you say Palestine, what first comes to your mind? Do you know?
I come
Do
from.
you know anything about Palestine? Okay, can anyone tell me about his country? Your country. Where are you from? Where are you from? Which grade are you in? Which class? Are you in the 7th or the 8th grade? 9th? How old are you?
You can't.
Hello? I can't hear you. Where are my lovely students? Hmm. Wow. Wow, mashallah. Oh, mashallah. All those students in one class. Oh my God. Okay, I can't hear you, Mr. Abdul Wafi. I can't hear you. There's no voice coming from your classroom. Hello. Okay. Hello. Hello, guys. Hello, guys. I can't hear you. The sound is muted from your side. Okay. Trying to catch the voice. Mr. Abdul Wafi, you have muted the sound. Okay. Okay, I'm going to complete my story. If you hear me clearly, just say hi, raise your hand so that I could complete my story. Okay, 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 good. Once upon a time, there was a very young lady who loves English very, very much. When she became 8 or 9 years, she started listening to the English BBC radio. At that time, there was no internet or no technology revolution, just like what we have nowadays. Now we have computers, laptops, cell phones. We have so many things which can help us to study or to learn English very well. But at her time, she didn't find anything to learn from except the school book, teachers, and the BBC radio. She used to turn on the radio and listen to the English native speakers without without understanding anything at first. But by the time day after day, okay, day after day, year after year, okay. Guys, do you like this story? Shall I continue? Okay? Okay. Year after year, we started to love English very much. So we decided to study English in the university. When she became a student in the high secondary school, she got 95% in English. So she asked her family to let her join the English department. But the family started convincing, convince, keep asking and telling them some justifications why does she want to join English. So she succeeded in convincing her family to start studying English department, Faculty of Education in the university. that means she is going to be a teacher of English. When she started her university studying, she found it difficult to, uh, to start studying English without having the same environment learning English at before. Since she was living in another country and studying another system, another school subject with different level of the language. Actually, it was a weaker level of the language. But in the university, she found it advanced. So she decided, this is my daughter, Sarah, says hi to you. Yalla, say hi, mama. Say hi. Okay, خلاص روح. She started studying and doing much effort in studying and preparing for her classes in the university. When she graduated in 3 years, not 4 years, just like all her colleagues in the university, she has got a permanent job directly. She became a teacher of English in her country. When she became a teacher of English, she decided to put all her power in her students so that they could be prepared very well for the teacher. She used to bring games into the classroom. She used to take her students in school trips. She used to give them some papers, sheets, and perf scissors, colors to do some extra activities so that they could love English. As you know, our students do not love English much, right? Do you like English? Yes or no?
Yes, I am like English. Yes, we like. Yes, we like. Yes, we
Very
like.
good. Brilliant.
Okay.
So one day after her students actually started graduating from the universities, and some of them are teachers of English, and some are doctors. Mr. Ahmed, could you please down? I'm hearing my voice echo. Mr. Ahmed, could you mute your, the sound from your side? Okay, it's better now. So when yeah, okay. Whenever she sees her students became teachers, she feels very proud and uh, you know she feels proud and she knows that she decided or she took the best
Okay.
decision in this path. This teacher was me, Asma Mustafa from Gaza, Palestine, and
Dan,
I'm
kita
so pleased to meet
sa
you.
merah dito.
One day, I hope one day to meet some of you, teachers of English, in the future, because English is the language of technology,
Eh,
it's the language
didengarkan.
of connecting with others, it's the language of traveling. It's the language of global newspapers. Whenever you need to get a job in the future, you need to speak English very well, right?
Right.
So
Right.
start from now. Try to develop. yeah, try to develop your language by listening and speaking. Try to listen much to the native speakers, or it's not necessary to have a pen friend. You know, what's the meaning of pen friend? A friend whom you write to or you call. A friend whom you never met, but you only text or call. You and him or her live very, very far away. This is what we mean by the pen friend. And you need to listen to the native speakers and to read some English newspapers, short stories, novels. You even need to listen to the English songs. For example, take this one and let me hear it from you in the next time. You know the song of there are four seasons in the year: autumn, winter, spring, and summer. Could you repeat them for me, dear? Autumn, winter, spring, and summer. In autumn, the leaves fall, fall, fall. You need to sing. You need to stand up in front of your mirror and try to talk to your mirror. Somebody in your house might say, my son is crazy, he's coming crazy. Okay, your mom. Someone in your house might say, oh, my son or my daughter is crazy. He or she is talking to herself. What's coming up? But the fact is, I am learning. I am practicing the language. I am speaking as possible as you can. You need to practice. You need to speak with your teacher, with your colleague, with your mother, with your father, with your neighbors. Say thank you, say hello, I missed you at the very beginning. You only will practice the common sentences or phrases, but later on you will be very brilliant. You will be creative. You will be practicing and speaking English very well. One day you might get a very, very amazing place in your community. You will be a very, very effective person in the others. And another thing I want you to do is to use your cell phone, your mobile phone, you know, the mobile phone. You need to start recording your voice and re-listen to yourself again. And this way, you commit mistakes and then you yourself correct yourself. This way, you are going to learn English better. And I'm sure you will have a great future, because when I looked into your eyes, I found the future, just like when I look to my students' eyes. You are the future. You are going to lead your communities in the future, right? So, can you hear me?
Yes,
I don't know.
we are
Yeah,
trying
okay.
our
So,
to find. Okay, gone.
okay, so whenever you want to, for example, to buy something, you need to read some English words. Whenever you want to travel somewhere, you need to speak English very well. Whenever you need to get a job, you need to speak English. Whenever you need to use technology, for example, cell phones or laptops, you need to speak English very well and read it very well. So start from now, read short stories, try to speak with your family, stand up in front of the camera and speak to yourself. It's okay. Someone might say that this is a crazy guy, but it's okay later, and they will find out that this is a very brilliant guy. Try to use to speak to your uh, friends in social media in English. Never use your language if you want to speak a new language, and focus with one source. Never go for 3 or 4 books to learn from. No, this is not right. Use one, and then if you finish it, go to the second one. Okay?
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
all what I have for you today. I hope you don't get bored from me. I hope you like my speech.
Yes, I like your speech.
Miss.
I like your speech. And I
Itu sound.
oh,
Is the speaker on? Yes. To speak.
yes, I like your we like your speech and
Wow. I love you too. You are so brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
yes, thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
I love you too. Thank
Oh,
you very much.
Yes. Yes. Tidak kabus. Miss, miss. Bubuk beli bintang. Lewat dulu di depan. Saya mau duduk.
Yeah.
Ada yang mau nanya kan ya? Yes, saya.
hello. You mean prolog.
Yes.
Can you read it?
Yes.
Yes.
Keep silent, yeah. Keep silent. I want to speak. Keep silent.
Yes.
Hello, Mrs. Asma Mustafa.
Hello.
Yes, we are Puncak Darussalam students. We would like to say very sorry because we have trying our best for making this meeting to be as good as possible, but in fact, we don't get some really good signal. So I beg really your apologize for that.
Slow down, Ustaz.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I felt as if I'm home. I'm between my family. You are brothers. I love Indonesia. This is not my first time to speak to Indonesian students, actually. And every time the Indonesian people prove to me that they are the kindest and loveliest people ever.
We just want to say that we are, as the Indonesian people, we really love Palestine so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are brothers and we are,
Palestinians also love Indonesia.
pardon me?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like your students. Mashallah, they are from different levels, I guess.
Yes.
Different classes. I like
Yes.
the way you deal with your students, connecting 2 or 3 classes at the same time and having a
Yes.
guest speaker. Very, very amazing professional idea in education. You
I
are
also
ahead of the world.
Yes. We want to say thank you very much for your participation in joining and giving also motivation for all the students of Puncak Darussalam.
You're welcome.
I have some students
Anytime,
probably would like to ask you some questions.
please go on.
Siapa yang mau nanya? Mau nanya? You have to. Yes, sir. Ya, di sini, di sini.
Nanti ya.
You. I have some students would like to ask some question with you this time,
Of course. You
but they would like to introduce
100.
themselves. Come on, Mr. Arvin. Prepare your question well.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arvin.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I come from Indonesian country.
Most welcome.
We very love Palestinian country. Okay, my question to you, Miss. Do you want to come Palestine again?
Do you want to come Indonesia?
Apa kamu ingin kembali? Come back.
Come back.
If only I could come to Indonesia. I love its people very much. Are you living in Madura?
Yes.
Madura Island.
Yes. I'm living in Madura.
Yeah, I knew it. I have a teacher, friend who lives in Madura.
Who?
Her name is Ika, I think. Ika. I met her in an international conference. Mr. Abdul Wasi, you remember her? She asked me about in the conference if I have ever visited the Madura. Okay, another question.
الآن هذا اليوم
You speak Arabic.
Yes, speak Arabic.
speak Arabic also.
We can speak Arabic language and English language because in my program is international Islamic class program. You can you can speak with me or with my friend or with Arabic language and English language.
Arabic English or English English.
Enggak apa-apa dulu, di-unmute dulu ya.
Oh, di unmute.
Mana ini?
Andi pinggir geser. Kanan. Sedang
Delikan.
Oh, delikan.
Yeah, if you would like to make a question to Mrs. Asma, please. You say this.
MashaAllah, I like the way you put hats. I like the way you dress, like the uniform of your students very much.
Yes, thank you.
White and black.
Thank you.
Yeah. Go on.
Here, one of my students would like to make a question again. Hey, come on.
Of course, you let him take 2 questions.
Bela Palestine.
Okay. I would like to I would like to ask to Yumis. Okay. First is
Okay, go on.
okay when Palestine get subjected from Israel exactly. So
Okay.
She love you.
Okay. Okay, what was your question? Okay. What was the question? I didn't hear anything but only the word Israel, Palestine, occupation. Everybody knows that Palestine is an occupied country since 1948 by the Israeli. The Israeli used to be homeless with no country. There is nothing called Israel. But when Hitler in Germany and Balfour made his declaration in 1948 to the whole Jewish, you know the word of Jewish? It's a kind of religion. We are Muslim, they are Jewish. When they promised the Jewish to come to Palestine and make it as their homeland. But Palestine is not theirs, it's ours. It's for Muslims, Arabs. Our language is Arabic. Our religion is Muslim. We have some Christians living peacefully in Palestine since more than 1,500 years ago. And Palestine locates in a very strategic site. It's on the map next to the Mediterranean Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, and its neighbors are Egypt, Jordan, Egypt, Jordan, Lebanon. I have seen something sharing on the screen from Mr. Ahmed's camera. Yeah, could you please put it again? You hold something like this and want to tell me something.
What's that? What's that?
Could you? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, from this class. How old are you guys? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm fine.
Yes, miss.
Are you 5? Yeah.
We won't give something to you.
We just can give this pray to Palestine. Thank you very much. Thank you. The Palestinians also love the Indonesian people. And you know that there are so many cooperative work between these two countries in the unity of Islam, because we are both Muslims. We should cooperate together and do something for our brothers who are in trouble. There is a hospital near to my country called the Indonesian Hospital, built by the Indonesian people. Okay. Someone is writing something to me, right? Yeah, let me see. Mr. Camera Vivo. Camera Vivo. I saw you are writing something, but I want to see.
Yes, of course.
Yes, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm waiting eagerly.
Camera Vivo. Camera Vivo. Ayo, another question.
Another question, maybe from other student.
Ayo guys, come on.
Ayo.
Let's go.
Come on, Rido. Come on.
Someone is hiding his face. Yeah, okay. Someone is hiding his face from Faisal Amin camera. Okay.
Tahun nih bro. Terus. Ada Afham nih.
Ya.
Afham. Anak la Afham.
Enggak, yang
Inggris.
ini kok sini nih.
Nggak tahu kan.
Mana saya gila itu.
Tanpa iso.
لا أفهم باللغة الإنجليزية. إنجليزي مس.
لماذا لا تفهم؟ حاول أن تفهم اللغة الإنجليزية. هي لغة العصر
لست
والتكنولوجيا
عالما
وجميلة
باللغة
جدا.
الإنجليزية.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
I like to introduce myself to you.
Yeah.
Ismi Muhammad Khalil Zainul Fuad. And I'm the second class of senior high school. And now I want to ask something to you.
Yeah, go on.
Where are you come from?
I'm from Palestine.
Palestine. Oh, I have brother over there. Oh,
really?
yes.
But now it's dead.
I have brother in over there.
Yeah, you are all our brothers and sisters in Indonesia too.
Yes. Ana uhibuka ahda tilmiduka. Bener kan?
Okay, thank you.
And
I see your YouTube.
don't forget to follow my IG.
You have IG. Terus nih.
don't
You have
forget to
again.
follow mine.
Yes, yes. Okay. We will follow you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I will be so pleased if you follow me. Mr.
Come on,
Muhammad,
Adu.
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Don't forget follow back.
Oh, kan adik-adiknya follow, jangan lupa follow kembali, jangan follow my.
Do you miss
Okay.
your home in Palestine?
I'm at home. Yes, I'm at home. Schools are closed 100% as COVID-19 started, unfortunately, to spread in my country since
Oh.
2 weeks. But before that, there was 0 cases in Palestine, in Gaza Strip.
Hah? How
In
many?
my country, yeah. Another question.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamu warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Siang. Morning.
Morning, miss.
Oh, sorry. In here, afternoon, Miss. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
I know it's afternoon. I know it's 1:30, I think, right?
Ah, my name
Yeah.
Adina Romain. I come from Madura Island. I
Wow.
exactly Indonesian country. I want to ask to you. Now you stay in where?
Ning Palestine mod.
Sorry, but it is my dear.
Iya nang at home.
Palestine.
Lang.
Okay. What's your
Sure.
question?
Yes.
Mrs.
Your friends in Madura.
Do you ever go to Indonesian?
No, I've never. If only I could. Just invite me. You have to invite me for lunch, for example, or for a short trip in Madura. Okay?
Miss, sometime
Yes.
we will invite you. Inshallah,
Yes,
inshallah.
I will act. Inshallah. I, of
Do you
course.
want?
Of course.
Do you want, Miss?
Yeah, it would be my pleasure to accept your invitation.
Miss,
How many your friends
Yes.
in Madura?
how many your friends in Madura? Do you have friend in Madura?
Yeah, I have Mr. Abdul Wafi is my colleague friend here, and Mrs. Ika. I think Ika, or I just can't read the name, but she's my friend. Aka?
Miss, you can.
You want to ask?
Yes, another question. I like your question.
Ngitek.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Muhammad Adam Saidin. I come from Madura Island.
Ate ka ba waru?
Wow.
Makasan.
Yes, Muhammad, go on. What's your question?
You want to come to Indonesia?
Okay, if only I could. You should invite me for lunch because I love food.
Kamu tahu berbicara bahasa Inggris?
What's your famous national food in Indonesia? What do you eat in school?
Miss, you can speak Indonesian. Can you speak Indonesian language?
No, I've never tried. I
I
guess
will
it's
teach
a
you.
very hard one.
Do you want?
I will teach you.
Of course, I will be your student. Your student one day. Be a good teacher to me because I love languages, but you need to,
I is
to do much effort.
Christina is
Yeah.
Christina.
Are you a good teacher of languages, Mr. Muhammad?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Apa jam juga? Apa kamu guru terbaik di pengajaran bahasa
What's
di
your
Indonesia?
favorite food, Muhammad?
Not me. I
What's your
student.
favorite
Muallim, Azan Muallim.
your favorite food? You know what's the meaning of food? Your
Yes, of
favorite
course.
food. What's your favorite food? My favorite food is fish. You know fish?
Yes, yes.
Best.
Oh,
Best.
What about your favorite food?
Chicken.
My favorite food is
my favorite food is
Rice buhori.
rice buhori.
Buhori rice.
Buhori rice.
Is this an Indonesian public food? Okay. Can anyone tell me about your flag? What are the colors in your flag country?
there are many color in my country.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like black,
Danger ya.
black, white,
Danger. Bahaya.
red,
Okay.
blue, black,
Red.
purple.
You have blue
Brown.
colors.
All of color there are in here because we make
In
our room become color.
Okay. Okay. Very nice.
Don't love me.
Okay. Thank you very much for the nice time you have given to me. I really can't say you made my day. You know what's the meaning of you made my day?
No.
Can any teacher there translate this for Indonesian language? You made my day.
Hello, dear sister.
Hi.
Oh, okay. So we are so excited to be with you here, the students, and we prepare some students to give a little speech. So I hope you can give like correction or feedback to his performance. Okay. So there are two students. Just get one. We'll do the speech.
Of course.
You do. Come on. Mirak, one give spirit. In process.
Process, miss.
Proses. Iya, gak bisa.
Hang on.
Bacarat. Oh, siya, di ba tinggal mas kumago?
Kelihatan baca. Can you hear my voice? Hello, can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice?
Hello?
Yeah, I
Can you hear my
can
voice?
hear your voice. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Yes.
Sungguh umay kamu siya santre. Betul.
You get good boy.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yung kuy.
Alhamdulillah, langsung.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'il mursalin sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in amma ba'du. First of all, It's thanks to Allah, the Almighty, the Absolute One, the Unique One, the Distant One, the Lord of the Lord, the Word of the universe, the King of the King. Him only we do worship, and Him only we ask for the portion of righteous. Bless me, us, and blessing, so we can gather and face to face in good condition and happy season. Secondly, my invocation and greeting always belong to God Messenger, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the most exalted messenger, reformer of the world, who has brought news to the vision of human, who has given us some guidance to strike away, who has taught us rightness, also guided us from the darkness into lightness, from stupidness to cleverness,
Slowly, making
stupidness, from stupidness to cleverness, from the Jahil era into globalization era, by the means of Islam as true religion in the world and faith as we implement up to this time. Okay? Now I wanna explain about education. Education is the one way to change everything. The word education is taken from the word educate. It's meant that education is a struggle to change this word by by giving knowledge for a student. It's meant good not it. It's meant that it's meant that education is a struggle to change this world by giving knowledge for a student. I use the word student. I use I I use the word student because generally education is looked for by them. Usually all people have education. How they act and speak educate their education, either high education or even low education. Whatever we have will appear based on our education. Here we talk it's more based on the good one, in order that we know how far our education is. Education in this modern era is accepted to give big contribution to parent, society, and this nation. Uh, it is really needed so that we can compete with other countries, especially to the higher level or even to the highest level of country. If the contribution of this country based on the education itself, it must be seriously profit by all people in this country. By the existence of education, all people in Indonesia have a big hope for the change of this bright future for all, especially for a young generation. This hope will continue and bring profit if we keep our education as well as possible. Okay, I wanna give explanation about this text. So there are two reasons about so education has two reasons. The first is changing our brain, and the second is changing our heart. It changing our brain is stupid to clever. It's very stupid, and I don't know what is the biology, what is the science, what is the mathematics. But after I study and in boarding school, I can know what is the biology, what is the science, what is the mathematics, another. And the second is it changing our heart. It changing our heart is impolite to polite. For example, when I don't have yet the height of education, is very naughty. I'm naughty, and I I cannot respect teacher, respect parent, and another people. But after I after I study Taisur Hala classical book, I can now to respect teacher, parent, and another people. So I think education is very important for our life because many benefit from it changing our brain or it changing our heart. So I think
Yeah,
education is everything. Okay, maybe that all that
yeah,
I can refer to
it's
you. Forgive me
everything.
so much if you get my
It's
mistake
really
from the first till
everything.
taken. Okay,
Thank you very much. You are more than brilliant and more than amazing. You are
thank you, miss.
a very brilliant, amazing student. You have a very nice language too. You have the power in front of the cameras. I know it's not that easy. for your student, for the students in your age, to stand up in front of the camera, speaking to the others from outside the country, but you did it. And I'm sure you will have a very great future. You will be something amazing one day. Really, you will. And thank you
Thank you.
for the great topic you have raised about education. Education is the strongest weapon you can ever put in your mind, you can ever have. You know what's the meaning of weapon?
What is once again, please?
Weapon is it means
No comment?
yeah, something people use to make fire. Weapon, yeah, it kills. Weapons. I don't know how to explain it to you. Some
Okay.
teachers here might translate the word into your language. Yeah, it's the strongest power you can ever have in your heart and mind. You can struggle, as you said, you can struggle with science. You can build the future. You can build your country with education and science. You can cooperate together to make your future by exchanging knowledge and experiences with your colleagues, with your teacher, just like what we are teachers now doing. We are cooperating together in teaching you. And one day I will host some Indonesian teachers again in my classrooms whenever I just hope we come back to school just like you. We
Thank
are
you.
not going to schools nowadays. Great. You are a very amazing student. You will be
Thank
Thank
you.
something
you.
great in the future. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. Dear sister, we have one student.
Okay, with pleasure.
Okay, thank you.
Well done. Well done. By the way, I like your classrooms inside. They're very amazing, very tidy with colors, nice decorations you have. Yeah,
Halo, Mister. Halo, Mrs.
I'm not Mr. I'm Mrs. Yeah, hello.
Bulang.
What's the meaning of umbulang?
Okay, Assalamualaikum Miss. Hello Miss.
Hi, hello.
Okay, now I like to deliver my speech entitled Regional Culture to Love Indonesia More.
Yeah, go
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
on.
Please allow me on this occasion to deliver my speech entitled Regional Culture to Love Indonesia More. Indonesia geographical area extend from Java, from Sabang sampai Merauke. Thousands of islands starting from Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, Papua, and thousands of other islands. On this island, hundreds of ethnic groups live with their cultural diversity. They are the people of Sunda, Maluku, Aceh, Asmat, and many others. From Sabang to Merauke has a culture. So what is culture actually? To love Indonesia more, we must know and understand the definition of culture. According to Ki Hajar Dewantara, culture is the fruit of human life, is the result of struggle of men against the strong influences. The nature of time, it is the testament to the triumph of human life to overcome an obstacle and hardship in life and livelihood in order to achieve salvation and happiness at the birth is orderly and peaceful. In another definition states that culture is all the result of human effort, either an object or just a piece of mind and life. So from this definition, we can say that culture is our own identity. Talking about culture, everybody, each ethnic group has unique and different culture from each other. For example, in West Java, there is Jaipong dance, Gamelan Dagung, Senjata Kujang, Angklung, as well as a traditional wedding attire. And in Bali, there is Ngaben ceremony, Kecak Perayaan Nyepi dance. And in Kalimantan, we know the traditional weapon is exactly Mandau. In our beloved island, is Madura Island, we know the traditional weapon, especially sickle and many others. Dear all audiences whom I love, the cultural diversity makes Indonesia unique. No wonder many foreigners come to Indonesia to learn Indonesian country. This proves that the quality of local culture is not inferior to the culture that comes from the West. So should we lose to foreigners who are so spirit to know about local culture in Indonesia, while we are busy studying Western culture and forgetting our own culture? Yeah, is it right? A regional culture will continue to live and develop if the owner of culture care. If the cultural owner is indifferent and doesn't care, sooner or later the culture of the area will surely disappear. Therefore, as part of a regional culture community, should know and study the heritage of our ancestors. Dear all audiences, not to forget and lose this culture. There are many ways to get to know the local culture. First, by reading book or magazine that contain a local culture. Visit the library, both the school library and the public library, and take the advantage of collection books that discuss a regional culture in over there. And second, visit traditional leaders. For example, we visit traditional leaders in the tribe of Badui Banten. There, we can ask the traditional leaders in the nearby area. Third, we can attend a traditional ritual or traditional ceremonies in the nearby area. For example, we attend a wedding ceremony that is usually held with custom prevailing in the area. Getting to know the local culture is means to increase the sense of love for Indonesia. By knowing and learning, the sense of pride and the sense of belonging to one's own culture will arise. Dear all brother in Islam, on this opportunity, I invite all of you that us recognize and preserve our culture that belong to us together. Who else will preserve our culture if not this generation? Okay, I think enough for today. The last I say is Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, Miss, if you have some of ask for me, some of question for me. Mak sombong nggak? Oh. Aduh. Sebentar, ini kan saya ini.
Iya. Apa ini?
You can't hear me? Can't you hear me? I was speaking, by the way. Sorry, I was muting the microphone. It's very noisy here. My daughters are making noisy. So I was saying that I expect you a great future, especially in Arabic, you know, the Friday speech. You go to the mosque every Friday. One day you will be a Friday khatib, in masjid, because you have the power of speaking and presenting a very strong character. I see you are very, very amazing. One day you will have a great future, and your English is very, very wonderful. Your language, your pronunciation is excellent. And according yeah, according to the speech you said, you inspired me to rethink again and again in local culture, not only focusing on the Western cultures in our daily life. That's a very, very great point you have raised. I'd like to thank you very much uh, for um, for giving me from your precious time to speak to me, and you made my day. You were very, very amazing. I like the way you stand in front of the cameras too.
Clap hand.
Yes, you deserve the clap. You deserve it. Let me give you one. We want to visit Palestine, of course. Let me capture this, please. Oh, no, 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 no. Please put it again. Put it again. I need
Put it
it.
again.
Kami ingin berperang dengan Israel.
Jangan. Ada datanya.
Serang aku udah kayak Pak.
Adanya kan.
Thank you. I get it. Thank
Ada. I want to ask to you.
you. Yes.
I have some questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
some
Okay,
questions.
go on.
Okay.
Yes, go on.
Okay.
Replika darat.
Okay. I'm so sorry before that I can say my asking or my questions correctly just now. And today I have third questions. The first is the most superior sector in Palestine state usually in what sector? The most superior sector in Palestine state usually. And the second is up till now Palestine country not arranged and united with other country, for example, ununited to facing war. And the third is if Palestine state to surpass our country in field education. Okay, yeah. It's for me. As I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Could you please write down in the chat box your questions because the voice was not clear. Could you now ask one by one so that I could answer you? Okay, the first one.
The most superior sector in Palestine state usually such as in a field of education or agriculture sector or others.
So your question,
Uh,
the question.
could any teacher please repeat the question? Where's your teacher? I want to speak to your teacher, please.
Your teacher.
Maybe
Take it. Yes, take it.
Take it.
You want?
Yes, dear sister.
Yes, hello.
Yes, hello.
I couldn't catch the question clearly. Could you please repeat it again to me?
Kamu nanya apa? Nanya apa pertama?
The most superior
Enggak, bisa Indonesia.
paling unggulnya bidang di Palestina biasanya dalam bidang apa?
Oh, I know that in our country, Indonesia, that we are really interested and excited in education. So we make the education in our country as good as possible. So what about in your country, in Palestine? What is your views?
Yeah, of course. Education is the most important and significant thing that we are doing nowadays all over the world. So the schools are not only teaching materials or science, it also gives a kind of um, growing up and building the students' mind, preparing them to lead the future. So whenever we want to speak about education in any country, we want to look at its it's positive or negative, or is it very high, very accurate, very um, so the future depends on the quality of education in the countries. And in Palestine, although we have so many challenges, for example, we are living under occupation, we are living under the siege, teachers do not get salaries, they only get 40% since 7 or 8 years. And electricity is cutting off for more than 20 hours a day. Every day, we only can light our rooms for only 4 hours. The rest of the day, we live in darkness. So life here is very difficult. Although all those challenges, education is still going on. Now we are using remote learning. We are activating virtual classrooms so that we could continue with our students and never stop with learning and teaching them.
Yes, we are absolutely aware that uh, Palestine condition is different with our country condition, but we are really sure that Palestine tomorrow will be free, and you and the students in the country will enjoy the education as good as possible, like we enjoy at this time. So we pray
I
for
hope,
that every day. Yes.
I hope
So
so.
the
Thank
next.
you very much.
Up till now, Palestine country not arranged and united for facing war.
Itu gimana maksudnya? Bahasa Indonesia.
Sampai sekarang negara Palestina tidak menyelenggarakan atau mengadakan sebuah sekutu untuk menghadapi perang.
Oh, yeah. We got the next question, the second question. Yes.
Okay.
We know that in Palestine today, nowadays especially, there are some attacks from, yes, we know that exactly. So what exactly your country is preparing for that to make the
It's a
country is
matter
built
of policy. Yes, it's a matter of dividing the country by the Israeli and making the brothers are fighting. This is, I think it's not going to be last long because we are still brothers and living in the same country.
Yes.
You see, there are so many political parties in my country according to the occupation desire. The Israeli wanted us not to be united so that not to be strong enough to uh, to attack them and beat them and let them get out of our country. But I'm sure one day Palestine will be free and we will be united again. And although I don't like to speak in policy, but I just wanted to answer your question so clearly.
Yes. Yes, we got it. We got it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for answering our question.
Is there anything else
Okay.
you want to add?
Hello, dear sister.
Hello?
Yes. I guess we have got 5 more minutes to do this. Should we finish the session or you are available to get question again from other students?
Now, I would like to thank you, Mr. Abdul Wahib. Am I pronouncing your name right?
Sorry?
Am I saying your name well?
Wafi?
Abdul Wafi, yes. Abdul
Yes.
Wafi, Mr. Abdul Wafi, I'd like to thank you very much for your invitation. And it was my pleasure to meet your lovely kids. Your students are my students from now on. If anytime you would like to join my classes, I hope we will go back to schools again and connect our two classes, two groups of students in the same time as I used to do in the past. I'd like to thank those lovely students for
Yes,
their for their lovely spirits. Actually, I'm so proud of you. I love your emotions towards Palestine. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to meeting you one more time in other classes. Thank you.
Okay. We try to prepare everything related to internet connection because we are really in a hard job to get that good internet connection. Okay, so of course we are really we really hope that we can continue this nice cooperation. So probably your students and our students can meet via Zoom, and then they can share everything. Inshallah.
Yeah, of course, inshallah. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
We are so thankful. I mean, thank you very much for being with us, and you are available to my naughty students.
No,
Yes.
they're so lovely. I love them.
Oh, thank
Some
you.
naughty are accepted.
Yeah, say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Say thank you one by one. Thank you, Mrs. Asma.
You're welcome. So glad to meet you. Looking forward to meet you one more time in other community classes.
Thank you. Yes, hello. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For attention. Thank you for attention.
Nice to meet you.
I love you, miss.
We should end this, and inshallah we meet again next time. So you're okay, guys?
Okay.
Hey. Say assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
May Allah save Palestine, right?
Right.
Save Palestine.
Save Palestine.
ICP, come on.
Yes. ICB. Yes. We are the best ICB members. Blessing Allah Akbar. We are good. ICB is good. We are.
Okay. Thank you, dear sisters. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Salam. Salam.
No.
Sudah selesai, Pak?